All right, folks, we have here what's called a Permobil F5VS vertical standing. So this chair here is the only chair or the best made chair if you need a chair that'll stand you straight up in the air from a sitting position to a standing position, and you can drive the chair standing up, okay? So this is the Permobil F5VS. This power chair here has 7 electrical function. It has the standing feature, the 14-inch seat lift, the electric tilt, the electric recline, the electric feet that go up and down. It also has the anterior tilt. It has 7 electrical functions on this power chair, folks. This chair is fully loaded with anything you could put one on a power chair. This power chair has 1 mile, folks, so you're looking at something practically brand new. 1 mile. So this is the Permobil F5. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to show you the standing feature, because if you're looking at this video, because you want to see that standing feature, so we're going to start with that. So if you have a patient or a person in the chair and you want to do the standing features, the first thing you have to do, you have to put the knee brace on. So this knee brace is adjustable with this little thing right here. Okay, you can push it away from the knees right here. And if you're going to put the knee brace, you got to make sure the legs are all the way in. If the legs are over here, you're not going to get past the cushion. But if the legs are all the way in, the knee brace will just drop right there in front like that. The next thing you need to do, if you're going to have a person who's going to stand, you need to have a chest guard. And this chest guard will drop right in these 2 holes right here. That chest guard is fully adjustable, so it can be closer, further, up and down, okay? It does have an owner's manual here with all the tools you need for this chair. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to hit the first. You can do all the functions through the joystick, but I like to use the switch box. So the first button, if I hold it down, you'll see the seat start gyrating, start working its way up, okay? This is called the standing feature. Now the color in this chair is carbon fiber color, okay? So if you have a person who needs some circulation, they have trouble with their, any type of digestive system or anything like that, or needs some to be stood up, this is a great chair for that. Well, it's one of the only chair that does this. So as you can see, the seat is working its way up. We're almost there. There we go. So the chair will never go straight, it's always going to be on an angle like this. So you'll be standing just like that. And the nice thing about this is, even though the chair is elevated, you can see the front of the chair. You're still able to drive it. I can't say you'll be able to drive it fast, but it has a pretty good speed. So this is the front of the chair. This is the back of the chair. You can see, all the motors, they're all over the place, because this is one of the most engineered chair in the world. This is a Permobil, which is the highest quality you can get. You can't go any higher quality than this chair. So let's look at the base while we have the seat elevated. It's a lot easier to look at the base. First of all, this is a front wheel drive chair. So if you're going to go outside, it has good traction, because this chair weighs 450 pounds, folks. 450 pounds, you need to remember that. 450 pound chair, so with a person who's 200 pound on here, that would be 650. All that weight is transferred to the bottom of this wheel right here, so you have good traction outside, okay? So it gives you better traction. So these are 14-inch tires. They're not going to mark your floor. 8-inch caster wheels in the back. They're not going to mark your floor. You can see the suspension right here where my finger is. There's one here and there's one here. There's 2 on this side. This is for the front part, and this one is for this fork right here. You have 4 of these suspension all the way around the chair. And the reason I say that, with the chair weighing 450 pounds, with this type of suspension, the ride is going to be so smooth, folks. It's a very smooth ride, okay? You have an anchor point, so if you need to secure your chair, there's an anchor point back in here. There's another one behind the fender. You can't see it. There's 4 anchor points on this chair if you need to secure this chair in your van or something, okay? There's a motor for each wheel. So each wheel has a motor. You can't see the motor, but you can see the handle at the end of the motor right here. There's a motor going this way all the way up to the hub. No chain, no belt. The motor goes directly to the wheels, direct drive, okay? If I want to push this chair, well, you can see it weighs, I can't even move it. It weighs 450 pounds. It's in gear, so it's not going to go anywhere. But if you turn the power off, and the reason you want to turn the power off, if you had to roll the chair, You want no resistance in the motor. So the power is off. You see that lever I showed you earlier? Push it down, and now you're in neutral. You can see it, now it rolls, okay? So you got to do both motors, and then when you're done, make sure you put the lever back in gear, and now you're back in gear, and then you can turn your power back on. Okay, so that's that. So that's the standing feature, that's the base of the chair with the suspension, everything else on here. So now we're going to bring the standing feature down. Now you also have a swing away joystick here. So if you get to a dining table, you know, you're not going to damage your joysticks. It's nice to be able to get this out of the way, and you get a lot closer to your dining table. Now the joystick's on the left side over here. If you're right-handed, we can transfer everything to the right side. So it doesn't matter if you're right or left. All this can go on either side. So we're bringing the seat back down, and this chair has got all kinds of other features on here, so I'll cover those as we go along. You notice these wheels just came off the ground? They were on the ground earlier, those front wheels. They go down when you do the standing position. As I said, it's just a crazy, crazy, crazy chair. Okay, so we're all the way down. So the next thing we're going to show you is the seat lift, the next function. So if I hold the button down, you'll notice the seat lift going up. You're going to start roughly at 22 inches when you're down. This one has a 14-inch seat. This is one of the few chairs that will go 14 inches up. So that'll bring you to 36 inches. You'll definitely be eye level. You'll be able to get your stuff off the second, possibly the third cabinet. You'll be able to do your dishes looking down. And the nice thing about this, even though the seat is elevated, you're still going to be able to drive the chair at a decent speed with the seat elevated. Okay? Now the next thing I want to show you, after you're done using the, let me bring these legs back in. There's a lot of buttons on here. I'm going to bring the legs all the way in. Once you're done doing the standing feature, you're not going to need this, and you're not going to need this. Okay, so you don't have to have this on anymore. So now you have the standing feature going on. The seat lift, not standing, I'm sorry, the seat lift is elevated. I want to show you something else. So if you bring the seat down, where's the button? There we go. I'm going to bring the seat back down. So if you have someone who has trouble getting out of their chair, okay? So I'm going to bring the seat about halfway down, okay? So look at this, folks. I'm going to flip the foot plates up. Remember I told you this chair has an anterior tilt? Well, watch this. Watch the back go up. You see this? It's going up. So folks, if you have someone who has trouble getting out of their chair, I mean, you're just about walking right out, okay? So I want to show you that feature of the anterior tilt helps you get out, okay? So I'm going to bring the anterior tilt back down. You can see it's going to go back to my hand here. And now I'm going to put the foot plates back down, and we're going to bring this seat all the way down. So we've covered the standing feature, we've covered the 14-inch seat lift, and we've covered the anterior tilt. And now we're going to do what's called the tilt. Whoop, wrong way. So the tilt is when the bottom here goes back. Now we're going the other way. So it's going to take the leg and the back as they're all connected together. This has got a lot of benefit, a lot of medical benefit, because if you want to take pressure off your bottom, pressure off your back, you just want to relax, or you want circulation in your legs, this is how far it would tilt. The next feature I'm going to show you is the feet. So let's just say you want to get your feet up in the air. This is going to be extreme because I'm just going to show you how high they go, just to give you an idea, but you don't have to go this high. Remember folks, if you're 100 pounds or you're 280 pounds, all this chair is adjustable. We have all the parts here, so we can make the seat smaller, bigger, deeper, larger, whatever we need to do to fit your body size, it can be done on this chair. Now, if you're only I'm going to bring the tilt down. Let's just say you're halfway tilted. So let's just say you were here. You can see your legs are still higher than your body and you're halfway tilted. The next thing I'm going to show you is called the electric recline. So the electric recline is when the back, wrong way. You can see the back going back. That's the recline. Let me just switch over to this side here. So you can see the back reclining right now. That's called the electric recline. Nothing else is moving in the chair, but the back is going back. It's just amazing, all the technology in these power chairs. So the folks, this chair has multiple position. There we go. So this is how it looked like if you were flat, laying flat in your chair. Okay. So I'm going to bring the recline back up. I'm going to bring the legs back down. I'm doing 2 buttons at once to save time. And we're going to start looking at all the other features this chair has, because this chair has so many. Well, we got to talk about the feet also. Let me do that. Let's see how far we're going to go. All right, well, next thing I want to show you, we've done 6 functions right now, but there's also not only these foot plates. You saw the foot plates go up like this, but they also go up and down like this. So what we're going to do, you can't do it through the switch box. You have to go through the joystick because there's not enough buttons on here. So if you keep pushing the joystick forward until you see a picture of your seat. All the functions I've done here, you can do through the joystick also. So right now on the joystick, I'm looking for the foot plate to be yellow and a yellow arrow this way, not this way, but this way. So foot plates are yellow and an arrow this way, yellow. So until you see that, move your joystick sideways. It'll change the colors on the seating system. Whoop, I just got it. So it's yellow on the foot plate with a yellow arrow. Now you use your joystick back and forth. Watch the foot plate. Now they're going down. Now when they're that low, the chair will not drive. It's red here because it doesn't want you to drive, so you can see where you would hurt the chair. And now they're going back up, and you can stop anywhere you want. So those are your electric legs up and down. This is your 7th electrical function, okay? So we're going to put the chair back in drive, and we're going to get it off the wall. And I want to show you how it turns in your house. So if you're in the house, this is what it would look like if you turn a circle. Okay? It literally turns right there on its own length. Now let's look at the front of the chair. All right, so this chair comes with push bars. Okay, so some people like to push on the arm, but this one's already got push bars to help you get out of the chair. It's already on the chair. They can be removed if you don't want them on there. Okay. It also has chest guards. So if you have a person who happens to lean to one side or the other, there you go. If you have a person who leans, you can use the chest guard, and these can be usually right here. You can remove them. If you don't need them, you can actually take the whole thing off, okay? And these can be adjusted in, out, any position you want. You also have on this side a gel arm pads. You have a safety belt here. The seat on this chair is like 17 by 17, but as I said, it doesn't really matter what the size of the chair is right now because it can be adjusted for you. This chair also has right here lateral guards right here. If I take one out, you can see it. These are padded lateral guards. Usually they're closer to the front, but because of the push bars, you can't push the lateral pad. And what these do, they're nice. If you had it up front like this, right about here, they keep your knees together and your feet will not come off the foot plate. So if you want to take the push bars out and push this there, and I don't know, maybe the push bar will keep your knees together, but this will be better because it's padded. And it can be adjusted in, out, up and down, and twisted sideways. So these lateral guards are already on the chair. Another thing this chair has, you can see the headlights from the factory, folks. So if I go in a circle, you'll see the tail lights, and it's also equipped with hazards. It also has left lights, left turning signal, right turning signal. All right, so also I want to show you right here, these are your lights, but right here there's a reflector. When we shift these chairs, we turn the power off on the chair so nothing happens. You need to go right here where my fingers are at, right on the top of that reflector. Inside of here, you'll feel a little switch. That's your breaker switch. Flip it over like you would do your breaker at your house. That'll turn the power back on, okay? You also have on the back of this chair, as I said, this chair's got everything. You have push bars. So let's just say you put the chair in neutral. You can push it with these push bars right here. It's already on this chair. The headrest, as you saw earlier, it's fully adjustable. It's not tight right now. It needs to be tightened up. But it's fully adjustable, so you will be able to find a position for your head on that headrest. Okay? This chair also has right here a USB port. So if you want to charge your phone, it's right here. You can charge your phone right here through this USB port. When you charge the batteries on this chair, you'll take your Permobil charger. Now this is not the charger, but we'll use this one for example today. You plug it right here, and as soon as the light goes to full or 100% or turns green, these chargers are smart. They know when to stop charging, and they can recognize when the batteries are full. So let's turn the lights off on the chair. Well, let me turn the chair around. Be a lot easier. Let's do it this way. Let's turn the chair around. And what we'll do is we'll turn the lights off. And make sure I covered everything on the chair. I think I did. All right, let's do a recap. This is a Permobil F5 power chair. This power chair has less than 2 miles. This is the F5 vertical standing, so it has the standing feature, the 14-inch seat lift, the electric tilt, the electric recline, the interior tilt, the legs that go out, and the legs that go up and down. It's 7 electrical function. It has the push bars for the back, the grab bars for the front. It has the swing away joystick, gel pad, chest guards, safety belt, lateral knee pad over here. It has the factory headlights, the suspension we talked about, and just this chair is fully loaded with less than 2 miles. So if you're looking for the best, and it comes with a charger, owner's manual. Also, I forgot to mention, this chair has the high-speed motors. As I said, this chair has everything. So this chair will go between 7 and 7.5 miles an hour top speed. So it has the high-speed motors also. So this is the most highest quality, most intensive power chair on the market today. It's the Permobil F5VS, and it's ready to go. This chair is fast, so the speed that I saw is about 7.3 miles an hour. I need to look where I'm going, I guess. So when you stop, the chair will stop within a few feet because it has built-in brakes in the motor. It has electric magnetic brakes. So as you can see, I'm 180, 182, 6 foot tall. The push bars here, the grab bars here are holding my knees together. So you don't have to really remove them. They are holding my knees, and that way my feet will not come off the foot plate. The chest guards are pretty tight against me, but as I said, they can be adjusted out. Just to give you an idea, a person who can't lean, this keeps them in the middle of the chair. They're not going to have this leaning. You can tell this is a high quality chair, just the way it rides, the smoothness of this chair. It's incredible. I had a gentleman bring his chair over the other day. 2,500 miles he had on his chair, 2,500 miles. So no problem in the grass because it's so heavy and it has such good traction. Should have no problem in any of your grass. I'm elevating the seat right now. I want to show you what it looks like with the seat elevated. If you're going to use this feature, please do it on really flat surface. These are really nice chairs. And we're almost all the way up. Remember, this chair has 7 electrical function. It has less than 2 miles. It is the carbon fiber color. There we go. We're all the way up. So this is what it would look like if you, let me turn it around so you can see. So this one does drive at 3 miles an hour with the seat elevated like this, as you can see. So if you're looking for a nice chair with the 14-inch seat lift, electric tilt, electric recline, anterior tilt, electric legs up and down, and anterior tilt, lights, gel arms, lateral pads, push bars, grab bars, lights, less than 2 miles. There you go, folks. Hi, I'm Mark.
And my name is Alex. We're co-owners of Marc's Mobility.
I started this company in 1995.
We sell many products, not just what you see in this video. If you have any questions or concerns, please call us at the number below at 800-677-6293. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.